Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Tyler and I just do consistent content on all things related hockey in the NHL overall. And yes, another team was officially eliminated from the qualifying round today with the Montreal Canadiens, the Habs. Yes, the Montreal Canadiens defeated the Pittsburgh Penguins in their best-of-5 qualifying round series in only 4 games. Just beating the Pens enough was a surprise, but beating them in 4 games, and I even need that 5th game, wow. So that's what I'll be discussing with you today. We'll be summarizing that series, plenty to talk about, trust me. I'll be giving my thoughts on the series and what is next for these two teams in both the Montreal Canadiens and the Pittsburgh Penguins. But if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoy this kind of hockey content. I'm so close to 300 subscribers, so any love would really be appreciated. Trust me, you won't regret it. This is only the beginning of a lot of amazing and great things that happen on this channel. But without further ado, let's get right into this video. Are you kidding me? This seems rigged. I'm sorry. Look, the Montreal Canadiens, the Habs, won this series. And they did it in 4 games. And fairly easy fashion too. The Habs just steamrolled the Pens. They had the better defense. That is, I'm so blown away. Going into this qualifying round, I thought the Penguins were going to win. Honestly, I thought it would be fairly easy. And I'm sorry to any Habs fans that get offended by this, but look, you came out victorious in the end. So pat yourself on the back. You have to be hyped. Your Montreal Canadiens are back in the playoffs in a year that no one expected the Habs to even make the playoffs. They weren't even in a playoff position. There were so many points out of even gaining that wild card spot. But look, the 2014 playoff format comes into play. They get in and they show up big time against this Pittsburgh Penguins team that really wasn't expecting it. Shea Weber, Jeff Petrie, Ben Sherratt, that three-head trio on defense led along the likes of course, Carey Price, who many believe is the best goaltender in the NHL, or at least one of them. They all stood on their heads big time and made it so difficult for the Pittsburgh Penguins team to get any type of structure in their offense and overall play. And so many guys stepped up for the Habs in this series too. When you look at what happened, the Habs outscored the Penguins 10-8 in this series, allowing the Penguins to only score on average 2 goals a game. That is so remarkable for a Canadiens team that was one of the bottom feeder teams in the AHL this season in team defense, and the offense wasn't great either. They were selling at the trade deadline because they knew they weren't going anywhere, and here they are going into this year's playoffs. Absolutely remarkable. I'm so happy for the Habs though, honestly. Congrats to them. They deserve this. No one expected this to happen, and it is showing just again. I just discussed this in my previous video regarding the Coyotes and of course regarding the other teams that won their series, that defense matters most right now. The offenses are not clicking because you have these teams coming from 4+ months out of playing hockey, coming back and not being in the groove of things, but it's a lot easier to get into a groove of defense, it seems. And that's been evident so far with the Habs shutting down the Pens, not even allowing 1 goal in this final game, in this game 4, with, of course, Terry Lehkonen scoring the game winner with just around 5 minutes left in the game, and then they scored the OT winner, I believe. Remarkable. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I don't believe Lehkonen had the empty netter. I'm getting myself confused. But the Habs won this game 2-0. Carey Price had a 22-save shutout and has looked like the best goaltender so far in this qualifying round. Ridiculous. I know that he hasn't necessarily faced too much, but he stole the show for the Habs at times. Without question, he has a save percentage now. Our goals allowed average, at least I know of, 1.67. Remarkable numbers, and really, the Pens just didn't stand a chance. This series was neck and neck. It was so entertaining, but the Habs just came to play. They had all these chips on their shoulders. They were doubted the entire way, and that is really what gave them the advantage, in my opinion, knowing that they had little to no expectations, letting them thrive. The teams with the better mentalities at the end of the day would come out victorious, not having any fans to, rally around or get influenced by in a negative way if, say, they were the away team. I really think this benefited the Habs a ton. We're in a situation where the Habs just won and are advancing in the playoffs in the Toronto Maple Leafs arena, Scotiabank Arena, when the Toronto Maple Leafs may very well lose tonight. That is just absurd to even think about. But look, the Habs, Shea Weber, the captain, amazing. It looked like earlier this year he would be out long-term with a foot injury. I'm sure he is dealing with a lingering injury still, but that doesn't stop Shea Weber. He's a beast. looking like Chris Pronger out there from references I saw on NBC Sports. Great references too. Weber has just been dominant. No one wants to go up against this guy right now. He's really playing to the best of his abilities. Even at the age of 34, he's proving that he still has it and can lead this Canadiens team into the postseason, and that is exactly what he just did with 4 points. Jeff Petrie, who had 2 goals in this series too as a defenseman, looking remarkable, had 3 points, and Paul Byron led the way in team points with 5. And just wait until you see guys pick up the play more, whether it be the likes of Jonathan Drouin, Max Domi, the list goes on and on. They have many pieces. Nick Suzuki looks solid in the series as well. A lot of good pieces there. I'm a big fan of Ben Sherratt too, going back to his days with the Winnipeg Jets. Just a lot of great things. So congratulations, Montreal Canadiens fans. You deserve this. You shocked me. You shocked many. But wow, 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 wow. This was an insane series. I did not expect this to happen by any means. I'm sure most of you Habs fans didn't expect it either. Yes, now you don't have a chance at Alexis Lafreniere. That may bum you out, but you do get that chance in playoffs, and I know that there's nothing better than playoff hockey, right? So I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying that, and I wish you the best of luck going forward. But when it comes to Pittsburgh Penguins, this just seems rigged. In a time where Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin looking like they're more towards the latter years of their careers, not saying that they won't be playing good for a couple of years, I think they will, but you look at Mario Lemieux, and then it goes from Lemieux to Crosby. Now it's a situation where very well could be Crosby going into Lafreniere. It just, you got to keep the fans in the audience in Pittsburgh, and I'm worried. You know, we've all been jokingly saying this for how long now, that the Penguins would get that first overall pick. They're going to purposely flunk it in this qualifying round, and not that I think they purposely did it. They have a chance on that first overall pick this Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, August 10th, for the second draft lottery. I'm so pumped for it, but I'm so nervous for it at the same time because of what just transpired. Who knows? The Oilers might be in it too. It is mind-boggling right now. I just can't even wrap my head around all this. This has been insane hockey today. I hope you've been enjoying it. But look, the Penguins, even though they're out, they have a chance at Lafreniere now, and they will still have a core group next year to try to get it done again. And the Habs are in a situation where they may luck out with who they play against, because they will be playing against the 4th seed from the round robin in that Eastern Conference. So whether it be the Philadelphia Flyers, which I obviously don't think it will be, the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Boston Bruins, or the Washington Capitals, whoever that may be that they play against, might not be as bad, knowing that they will be playing against the worst seed of those 4. So look, we'll see what happens. The Habs, I find it hard to believe that they'll have a deep playoff run, but clearly nothing matters at this point. This is a qualifying round, so unpredictable, so unprecedented times where really anything can happen, and the Habs are showing that they might just have something here. So we'll see what happens. They really look great in this series. Their defense looked above expectations by far, and they're really rallying around each other in this core group right now to try to make some noise, surprise some people, and they're doing exactly that. So we'll see what happens going forward. But that is going to conclude this video, so let me know what you think in the comments below. Habs fans, how excited are you to be back in the playoffs, and who do you want to see play in that first round? Let me know in the comments below. I know you don't have a chance at Alexis Lafreniere, but hey, things could be worse. You're back in playoffs. And Pittsburgh Penguins fans, I know you're upset, but now you have a chance at Lafreniere. Like, come on. You have a chance at Lafreniere. That's ridiculous. So let me know in the comments below. Are you hyped knowing that you have a chance at Laf? Are you not hyped knowing that you really should have a deep playoff run? Because I expected the Penguins to have a deep playoff run this year. I thought Jake Ensel was going to lead the way in goals scoring in this year's playoffs, honestly. That's how involved I was with the Penguins, even as a Rangers fan, because the Pens have just been that good this season. But this qualifying round, this return to play has shown that none of that matters anymore. It's basically a new season with all these different scenarios happening. But let me know in the comments below what you think about all this, guys. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit like and subscribe if you like this kind of hockey content. Check out my previous videos I've been doing earlier today and yesterday, especially regarding the qualifying rounds that I've finished thus far. Make sure to stay tuned for the upcoming ones either later today or tomorrow. So thank you all again, guys. Make sure to check out my previous videos right down here below, and I'll be back very soon.